Hi there. So today I'm gonna show you how to make a cute princess top. I was supposed to do a how-to video on making scrunchies, but I tried that 2 times and it really didn't work out right. I'll put a video that I watched that I thought was a pretty good tutorial. They don't really know that I'm doing this, but I think it's a good tutorial. So if you want to learn how to make a scrunchie, just click the little I button in the corner. Okay, let's get started. So right here is the top that I'm going to show you how to make. So starting off, I'm using the top that I already made and taking reference, and then I'm just going to cut a really long rectangle. I suggest that you measure it on your doll too, and you want a little bit more than it wrapped around because we're going to put Velcro at the end. So right after that, I'm going to cut the armholes and also cut a hole for the gathered part that makes the top a little more princess. Next, we're going to grab our hot glue gun. This is not the last you're going to see of it. And we're just going to glue down all of the frayed edges, or like just make all the edges clean so they don't fray. This process actually took so long. This is the actual speed that I went at. Next, we're going to cut out the straps. You're going to want to cut out 2, and I recommend you measure this on your doll too. And then we're going to glue down the edges of the strap also so they don't fray. Here I'm just making sure the straps are ready and they're all glued down. I can't do a British accent. Next, I'm going back to the main part of the top and gluing down the Velcro. Here I just measured a piece of fabric for the gathered part of the bust so it fits on my doll, and I'm just gluing down the edges. Next, I'm gluing down the straps to the main part of the top. Make sure you put the glue on the good side of the strap to the bad side of the main piece. Hope that makes sense. So now you want to get out your sewing needle. For sure you do need this for this part, and you just want to stitch through all of the ruffly part of the shirt to make it look like it's gathered. And here I'm just making sure how much I want the fabric to gather so that it fits with the main piece of the top. Make sure when you're gluing it on that it's all ruffled and you're just gluing it straight, like ruffled. Don't like try to make it fit in flat on flat surface, just glue it on. And also glue on the sides really well too. Here I'm just making sure that it fits on my doll, and clearly it's too loose. The top is too loose and also the straps are too loose. It's better than it being too tight. Last thing we're going to do is glue the little puffy sleeves. I did this with the flower version. For this time, I'm just going to make the sleeves open and flare out. So what I'm basically doing is just making a hole for the elastic to go through. So make sure when you're gluing a hole, you either want to have like a pencil through it or just eyeball it, which I did, which I don't really recommend. But when you're eyeballing, make sure you want to put the glue like in the middle of the fabric and then glue down at least. What I'm trying to say is when you're making a hole for the strap, it's more fabric than you think, so try to make the hole bigger than smaller. Next, I grabbed a safety pin and put that through the elastic, which I also recommend you measure on your doll, and then I put through the elastic through the hole that we just made for the sleeve. So after the 2 elastic meet on both sides of the fabric, you want to stitch the elastic together. For this part, I really do not recommend you hot glue. Next, we're going to glue the raw edges together so it makes a full circle. Make sure when you put the hot glue on, you put the hot glue on the good side to good side so that the frayed edges are facing inside. You know what I mean? These words. Here I'm just making sure that the sleeves fit on the doll, and this is the finished look. Now you can glue down the sleeves on the little straps that we made before, but I just chose not to just because I wanted the option to have sleeves or no sleeves. But if you want this top to be more permanent, then I totally recommend you glue down the sleeves to the straps. So this is the finished look. This took me probably about an hour, but I work really slow, so that's it. Also, I don't have a sewing machine. Thank you for watching, and I hope this tutorial made any sense whatsoever. And if it didn't, I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll make a better one in another time.